I've debated for a while now on whether or not to do this video, and the main reason is because of the fact that I want my channel to be an outlet, somewhere you don't have to get reminded of this whole virus that's going on. But there's also the other side of me, and that is I like to help people, and I like to create things. So this is going to be a one-off type of thing, and I hope it's going to help somebody out. And first I'm going to go over a few different options that people have talked about, and at the end I'll address whether or not you should. So let's get to it. The first option I'm going to talk about is this one. This keeps popping up, and just don't. It's not made for it at all. It's made for people to be able to put in their mouths. It's not going to kill a virus. It probably won't even kill a cold. It's made for gingivitis and bad breath bacteria. So just don't do this one. Next one I'm going to talk about is bleach. Bleach could be a safe alternative if you mix it, like 5 parts to 95% water. It could be fairly safe, but putting it on your hands all the time isn't necessarily the best thing for your hands. So in a pinch, if you knew you contacted something that, had the virus on it, maybe. But it's more of a cleaning agent than it is anything else, and I would tend to stay away from it and not use it as a hand sanitizer. On to the good old spirits. This actually isn't. It's water from an old container that I saved, but let's talk about it. Spirits is basically alcohol. Now, depending where you live, where I live, the most percentage of alcohol you can get is 40%, which isn't going to be enough. CDC and WHO, I believe they both recommend above 60% alcohol in order to kill the coronavirus, and the most we can get is 40%. Now, if you live somewhere where you can get something that is better, or if you are in an area where you could distill your own down into something stronger, then that might be a viable option in which you could use it to replace isopropyl alcohol in this. And that leads us to where we're at now. This is what I'm going to use in making my own hand sanitizer. If you notice, I have the 91%, and you're going to want to remember that amount of percentage because of the fact we don't want to get this below 60. In fact, the higher we can keep this, the better. And that's going to help us out a great deal. The next thing that we're going to need is vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin is actually amazing for keeping your hands moisturized, and I'm honestly surprised that more females don't use it already because of the fact, in my opinion, just trying it out a couple times with this hand sanitizer, it's better than your lotions that you can buy. So those are going to be the 2 ingredients mainly that we're going to use. So in this, I filled this container up with mostly the isopropyl alcohol, and now I didn't measure this out because of the fact I'm going to make sure to add very little, but I just added a little bit of vegetable glycerin, and I'm going to stir that up, and that's going to dilute right into the isopropyl alcohol. Now, because of the fact I didn't want to keep it just smelling like alcohol, I added some of these essential oils. Now, the essential oils I'm adding are 100%, and they're perfectly safe. You want to make sure any that you add to yours is also 100% safe. And I just added this and had the wife test it until it was an amount that we like, and that's your hand sanitizer done. So I'm sorry, super simple, super easy. Make sure that you stay within over 60% isopropyl alcohol, and also add a little bit of essential oils if you'd like. So now let's talk about the should you. Well, if we talk about the should you, that's a no. That's a basic no, but it could be. I mean, it depends on how concerned you are and how often you're going to use it. You got to keep in mind that this kills living organisms. And I don't know why people are drinking it, but anyways. This could be viable if you're in the right area. However, as soon as you put this in here, in my area, this becomes illegal to be taken on the road. it would be considered an open bottle. Since hand sanitizer is for when you're out and about, I wouldn't really want to take that chance. I'm going to leave you with one more option in case you're in a pinch. And this option should be able to be around a long time, even though the stores are all sold out of a lot of stuff. And that is washing your hands. If you put a little of this in some water, you can wash your hands hundreds of times and you're not going to run out. And all you need is another little bottle of water to rinse them off with. Yes, that's viable to do after you leave the store, right when you're at your car. And the reason why this works is because of the fact that the virus is in a fat substance, and Dawn breaks down fat. So it's as easy as that. Wash your hands. If you don't have anything else available, just use some Dawn. Wait, I don't promote Dawn. Just use some good dish soap, some soap period, and wash your hands. So there's my take on it. I'm going to actually be using this hand sanitizer that I made. It works really well and it doesn't leave your hands dry at all. If anybody knows me, I hate any type of lotion, but this stuff's fine by me. So anyways, have a good night, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. So if you follow me, you'll know that I have an Easter egg that kind of tells you what the next video is going to be. This video is not in line with that. So if you're looking for those Easter eggs, the last video is going to lead to the next video. This one is just kind of stuck in between. And I think I got to come up with a name for these videos that are kind of stuck in between, because I do them every now and then. Anyways, can't wait to see you next time. Stay safe, and I hope you're well.